Karl-Anthony Towns is one of the best young centers under the age of 25 playing in the NBA right now, but he actually quit basketball to play baseball at one point in his life, which is shocking. But you'll see Karl-Anthony Towns' journey to the NBA in a few seconds. If you are new to my channel and not subscribed, make sure to subscribe because I drop basketball videos and I cover different topics of the NBA. And don't forget to hit the notification button to get notified whenever I drop a video if you are subscribed already. Once again, it's Third IV195 coming at you with another video. Stay tuned.
Hey, sell it for free. Put no prices on that body, sell it for free. Hey, sell it for free. Girl, you know that body prices, sell it for free.
Karl-Anthony Towns was born in Edison, New Jersey. He grew up in Piscataway, New Jersey. He started getting involved with the game of basketball at around the age of 3 when he used to spend time in the gym with his father's high school team because his dad was a coach at Piscataway Tech for 19 years, from 1995 to 2014. He started to develop a love for basketball during these times because in the gym, he would start putting up shots and he would practice dribbling the ball as well. And his dad would assign 2 junior varsity kids to play with his son during his practices. Carl Jr. would get a few runs in with them because the 2 junior varsity kids wouldn't be playing. This kept him from being bored sitting on the sideline watching his dad coach the Piscataway basketball team. It was from this point Karl-Anthony Towns Jr. started playing basketball full time. He was attending his dad's practices because there was no one to take care of him at home because his mom was at work and his dad Carl Sr. wouldn't be home as well because he would be busy coaching the Piscataway High School basketball team and his parents couldn't find a babysitter to take care of Carl Jr. while they were at work. So Carl Sr. decided to pick him up from daycare when Carl Jr. was attending Lake Nelson Seventh-day Adventist School and bring Carl Jr. to his practices. But here's the thing, he didn't just love basketball, he loved baseball as well because his mom is Dominican and Dominicans really love baseball. His grandmother from his mom's side would always plead to Karl-Anthony Towns Jr. to play baseball, and after that, he decided to actually give baseball a chance. And that's when he fell in love with baseball instantly. He actually completely dropped basketball at one point for a whole year to play baseball. His specialty was in pitching as well. He really loved to pitch. Last year, when Roy Halladay died in a plane crash, Karl-Anthony Towns Jr. tweeted, "Rest in peace to Roy Halladay. When I played baseball, I always wanted to pitch like Doc." Carl stated that he could have made it to the MLB if he pursued baseball. There's no stats or gameplay footage to prove this, but I believe him because he's a hard worker and that's proven because of how hard he works in the NBA to maintain his stardom. If he did make it to the MLB, he would also become the tallest player to ever play in MLB history, standing at 7 feet tall if he made it. There's a guy that goes by the name of Luke Van Mill. He's the tallest player in professional baseball right now, standing at 7 feet 1 inches, but he never played in the major league. He played in the minor league, and that's why when you go on ESPN.com, you can see no stats for Luke Van Mill. The minor league is where the farm baseball teams play. The minor league is equivalent to what the G League is in basketball. It's the level below the highest competition. So that would make Karl-Anthony Towns the tallest player to ever play in Major League Baseball if he pursued baseball as a career, and he made it. He almost ended up playing baseball at St. Joseph High School, where he attended in Metuchen, New Jersey. But unfortunately, he would drop baseball, which he kind of regrets today because his coaches were in his ear to give basketball a shot again because they seen something special in him on the basketball level. And at the time, he felt like he missed the game of basketball as well. So he gave it a shot again, which wasn't a bad choice because at the age of 16, Towns was selected to play on the Dominican Republic national basketball team, and in his freshman year he led St. Joseph High School to win a state championship in 2012. And for that season he averaged 11.6 points, 9.6 rebounds, 1.4 assists, and 3.8 blocks per game in 31 games. These are his stats game by game for that season. He also led St. Joseph to a state title in his sophomore year as well in 2013, and in that season his stats improved drastically. He averaged 21.3 points, 14.3 rebounds, 3.4 assists, 5.6 blocks, and 1.8 steals per game in 31 games. games. These are his stats game by game for that season. He also had a monster game on January the 6th that season, back in 2013, against St. Peter's Prep. He got a quadruple double. He scored 16 points, grabbed 17 rebounds, blocked 11 shots, and dished out 11 assists. St. Joseph would go on to win that game 82-66. Before the start of Karl's junior season at St. Joseph, he was at Kentucky and he tweeted, "Just saw the UK baseball field. Makes me miss baseball so much. Hashtag BBN." He tends to reminisce a lot though. I guarantee you, if he chose baseball over basketball, he would say the same thing about basketball as well. He would lead St. Joseph to a state title again in his junior year back in 2014. And during that season, he averaged 20.9 points, 13.4 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 6.2 blocks, and 1.8 steals per game in 32 games. He also had another quadruple double game, again, like the previous season, against Woodbridge on January the 5th back in 2014. He scored 20 points, had 13 blocks, 10 assists, and 14 rebounds. And St. Joseph won that game 82-45. But this would be Karl's last season at St. Joseph High School. That's why there's no stats for the 2014-15 season, which would be his senior year. Because in December of 2012, on the 4th, he announced that he would be reclassifying as a senior to commit to play at Kentucky under John Calipari, who was the coach for Kentucky and still is today. Karl wanted to play baseball his senior year at St. Joseph, but John Calipari said no. And what made it even worse was John heard that he wanted to pitch. On top of that, Karl graduated from St. Joseph with a 3.96 GPA, and in 2014, he was named the Gatorade Player of the Year, a Parade All-American, and the McDonald's All-American. Towns had a pretty good year at Kentucky. He averaged 10.3 points, 2.3 blocks, 1.1 assists, and 6.7 rebounds, playing 21.1 minutes in 39 games. He became a SEC Freshman of the Year. He was named to the second team All-American and the third team All-American, and he made it to the SEC All-First team. He would declare for the NBA draft, and he was chosen number 1 by the Minnesota Timberwolves back in 2015. So far, he's been doing great things in the NBA. He's broken a few franchise records and NBA records, as you can see on the screen. I can't show every one because it's too much records. And in his rookie season, he made it to the rookie first team, and he was the rookie of the year as well. And he averaged 18.3 points, 1.7 blocks, 2 assists, and 10.5 rebounds. He improved a lot in his sophomore season. He averaged 25.1 points, 1.3 blocks, 2.7 assists, and 12.3 rebounds. This past season, he dropped statistically in scoring and assists because the addition of another all-star, Jimmy Butler. And when a good player comes to your team, your stats will most likely drop a bit. This past season, Karl averaged 21.3 points, 1.4 blocks, 2.4 assists, and 12.3 rebounds. He also became an all-star for the first time in his career this past season, and he was also selected to the All-NBA third team. The Timberwolves would make it to the playoffs for the first time since 2004, and this would mean that it would be the first time that Karl would make it to the playoffs in his career as well. He didn't play good the first 2 games in the series versus Houston, but he picked it up by the 3rd game in the series, and he went on to average 15.2 points, 1 block, 2.2 assists, and 13.4 rebounds in 5 games versus the Rockets. but the Timberwolves would go on to lose the series in 5 games. So as you can see, Karl-Anthony Towns Jr. choosing basketball over baseball wasn't a bad choice at all. But that's it for the video, guys. That's the story of Karl-Anthony Towns Jr. And like I always say, please like and subscribe and hit that notification button and comment below. Tell me what you think. Your opinion matters. And follow me on my Twitter and Instagram account. It's the same name as my YouTube channel name. And share this video. Peace.
I eat my French toast, bag of French girl, tell her let's go. Watch me explode like I'm Mentos mixed with that coke. Moving like a groupie, so I back up pronto. Though you a baddie, I'm gon' split my Uber, go get you a taxi.